Ah yes, another gaming challenge video. You people just can't get enough, can you? By the way, this is part 2 of my Dying Light Pipes Only series. Go watch part 1 first if you haven't seen it yet. So, can you beat Dying Light with only pipes? Well, I haven't failed so far, so let's find out together, boys. Eating my way directly into the challenge, it was clear to me I had already made a new friend. It was one of Santa's helpers and he didn't ask for any nibbles, attack me in any way, or even ask for my number. Instead, he just wanted to chill with his boy on the roof. See, I don't discriminate on this channel. If a little man wants to chill with me on some random metal roof, I'm down. I may try to shatter his spine once or twice when he's not looking, but that's just the risk you take when you hang out with good old Dante. And before I knew it, my new homeboy sprinted off into the distance and just fell into the earth, never to be seen again. Spooky. Trust me boys, this journey is about to get hella crazy. But before I continue with it, I'd like to introduce you to today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, this is actually real. Guys, hear me out. I know Raid is a big meme and everything, but I've played it for a few hours and it's actually a really fun dark fantasy RPG. And guess what, baby? It's free to play! Oh! You cannot get better than that. So here's some of the Ravioli gameplay itself. That's right, I played this game for a little while, and this is definitely one of those games that I'd find myself getting lost in for hours on my phone or PC. And the cool thing is, Raid Shadow Legends is cross-device. What does that mean? Let's say I'm playing this game on my PC and all of a sudden, my computer blows up. Oh no! But because it's cross-device, I can pull it up on my phone and continue on without losing any progress. Now that's pretty epic. Alright, enough of the technical stuff, let me show you all the meat and gravy of this bad boy. Here I am with Battle Shrek, a real fine looking lady, and Tin Can Man, when all of a sudden I find myself in battle. The thing I frigging love about this game is the fact that you can gather all of your forces to bully one poor little Jimbo, and by the time it's the enemy's turn to attack, they've already lost a crucial boy. And one thing I found immediately helpful was to use my most powerful attacks first, because by the time I'd reach the thickest boy in the west, all of my big boy attacks would be completely recharged and I could just go absolutely crazy. I did end up losing my future wife, but in the end, all I really cared about was Battle Shrek's safety. So boys, if you haven't downloaded Raid Shadow Legends yet, go ahead to the description below this video, and if you're a brand new player, you'll get 200,000 silver and a free champion called Grinner. Look at this boy! He's spooky as heck, just the way I like him. But you only get these benefits for the next 30 days, so hurry up. Remember, if you guys think this game is as epic as I do, you can download it at the top of the description, or you can go to my pinned comment below. And if you're lucky, you can even find me in the game under the nickname Dante Ravioli.
Nice.
Alright, jumping back into our adventure, I came across the weirdest cow I've ever seen. As I was making my way back to the tower, I saw a white van and heard someone talking inside.
Hey man, there's free candy in here.
Oh boy! But to my surprise, when I opened the doors, there was only a man in there and no candy. So I untied him, placed a gas cylinder next to him, and blew him to hell. Well, he survived, but he clearly has some brain damage. And then, zombies attacked him. Don't worry, sir, I will save you. Not all heroes wear capes. So of course I gotta bust into this guy's fortress. I gently disarmed him, and I found Karim's love letter to me. How sweet. I then decided to write him a poem. The juxtaposition of Karim and lotion is truly inspired. He gives his lotion a shake and laughs until his belly aches. Light, dark, and then put to bed. This is the life I dream of in my head. What the hell am I saying, man? Okay, it's action time, baby. We're going back to school. I smashed some toads. Banged up a spooky, scary skeleton, and met some schoolboys. Looks like it's time to teach you boys a lesson. What's the square root of 67? For every wrong answer, your friends get beaten to death with a pipe. After savagely shattering every schoolboy's leg bones in the building, I found Jade in the girls' locker room. Ooh.
Give me a hand here, would you?
Yeah, sure.
God, Crane, you're such an oaf. Why don't you just stick your head out the door and shout, "Here we are, come get us"?
What? You asked me to help you. Psst. See, Karim would never act like this. Dante, don't make a joke about women here. It'll only get you in trouble. You know what, Jade? Maybe instead of failing to open this crate, you should be making me a sandwich in the kitchen. I took my anger out on the jocks and finally graduated from high school. I made my way back to the tower, tried to give a poor man a seizure, stood on a sick person, and talked to Zara about assassinating a bolter. I was told to find the quartermaster, which I did, and he said this.
Doc Zara says you know where I should look for these, bolters. Super fast, infected, covered in big green blisters.
Oh, yeah.
So, basically, I'm looking for Shrek? He told me where to find Shrek, and I was feeling confident as hell. Rahim was feeling a bit down and told me how he wanted to throw himself from the top of the tower. I easily could have talked him out of it, but what would be the fun in that? Besides, I was getting real sick of his bratty little behavior. He was turning to the dark side and I didn't like it. Do it, pussy. Jump. I dare you. I left the roof, came back a bit later, and saw that Rahim was gone. He really did it. Oh god. I knew I had to tell Brecken, but he already knew.
Brecken,
How did he die?
I had to kill him. It was too late. He turned. I had no choice, I swear.
Do it, pussy. Jump.
I had no choice, I swear. Maybe if I didn't leave him there, he'd still be alive.
I may have sprinkled in a few lies with my confession to Brecken, but the general gist was there. There was nothing I could have done to prevent him from jumping. Jump. I dare you. If you sweet honeys are enjoying this video, smash that thumbs up button to show my channel some love. There, am I a typical annoying YouTuber yet? 50,000 likes! Can we fucking do it? 50,000 likes or I delete my channel! Anyway, can we talk about Brecken's anger problem? He's freaking out of control. But there was no time to mourn Rahim's death. Zara's outpost was under attack and I had to save him. Parkour! I freaking smashed guys into the fires and I even beat them while they were down. Right after this was Operation Infiltrate Rice. He eyes his target, making a move now, sir. Yeet! I'm not even gonna explain how difficult Rice's thugs were to defeat in the underground garage. From here on out, I didn't use the grapple, which again, you guys voted for in the poll a month ago, so you can't get mad at me for using it in the school strictly for entertainment's sake, which made this entire section cancer. I could rarely ever single a man out, and most of the time, I'd be out in the open trying to beat a random dude to a pulp, while the entire militia opened fire on me. And the thing is, I'm positive the enemy's health goes back up when you die. So if you don't kill a guy before you get yourself taken out, you're screwed. How so? Pipes are limited resources. Every hit drains a bit of its durability until it gets broken. And if all of my pipes are broken, I can't leave the garage to get more pipes. I'm literally screwed and the challenge has failed. Usually this would be fine because I always carry a full inventory of pipes with me, but every time I die, the enemies that I didn't take out get all of their health back. But my pipe durability is still counted. How does that make any sense? Basically, this means if I keep failing over and over again and don't eliminate all of the boys before all of my pipes run out, I'm screwed. So long story short, all of the guys were eventually dealt with, except for the final two guys at the end. At least with the rest of Rice's men, I could kind of single them out and dodge and weave between pillars and obstacles to slowly whittle down their numbers. But these guys stuck together at all times, making it nearly impossible to beat one to death without the other one mowing me down. But eventually, I was able to destroy them both. And my reward was finding Zara. FBI, open up! And then, I finally came to the Demolisher. I was terrified here that I wouldn't have enough pipes to properly put my man down, and for the first half of the fight, it was a scavenger hunt to gather all of the pipes I humanly could to put an end to Mr. Beefcake. Luckily, there was a decent number of pipes laying around and I got straight to work. This fight wasn't too tough. I'd just get the big dum-dum to ram himself into the barrels full of mead. I'd smash him while he was incapacitated like any immoral dude at a bar. And after a while of busting his outfit off and murdering his friends and family in front of him, he was dead. I tried clocking Rice in the head with a pipe, but because my father never played baseball with me as a kid, my throwing arm wasn't as good as it could have been. Rice made fun of me for this, so I cut his goddamn hand off. Zara died, but to be honest, I really wasn't that sad. I barely knew the guy! I blacked out after having a seizure and woke up in a crate with Brecken. I wouldn't have been concerned, but my pants were unzipped and my butt was really sore. Brecken assured me he found me like that, so I trusted him. It was time to get to Old Town. At this point, I had realized that I hadn't seen Karim for quite some time and I was really worried about him. My escort seemed to know the word around town, so I asked him about it. Hey man, you seen Karim around anywhere lately?
Ooh, dark hair, pretty, tough as nails.
Maybe. Don't know. We don't always ask names.
Well, you're in luck then, because I always carry a picture of Karim in my wallet. I beat some runners to death with my trusty new pipe, took out all of Rice's men by playing Ring Around the Rosie, and finally made it to Old Town. Hell yeah! Of course, I was gonna miss the slums of Haran, but this cow was off to greener pastures. I did have some good memories though, like that time I watched a guy getting eaten by a zombie and did nothing to help him. That time I ended racism by beating up both a black and white elf. And the time I read a poem aloud to Karim. We'd be out of here soon, but I had to dispose of Tahir and get those gaming hacks from Rice first. When I first arrived at Troy's tower, I noticed some soy boy sitting up on the edge of the grating. I tried to establish that I was the alpha male by throwing myself off of the edge, and I think it worked out pretty well. I went around busting up zombies' kneecaps to get myself as leveled up as possible. It wouldn't hurt to be strong for the Tahir fight, and I needed every advantage I could get my hands on, because he was the next thing on my mind. All I had to do now was fight Tahir, get the hacks from Rice, and Karim and I could finally escape this nightmare and put everything behind us. Troy told me she wanted me to plant explosives in a building to send a message to the boys in blue, but this building was filled with death and despair. I showed my respects for the dead and came across a friggin' kid. Oh god, kill it! Kill it! Kill it! And bing bong boom, we turned the building into one sad boy. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is to bring a pipe to a gunfight. Rice's garrison was definitely one of the toughest parts of this challenge, but as long as I was able to at least beat one guy into submission every time I died, I was Gucci. By the way, I hate the word Gucci. I feel like a douchebag when I use that word. After getting through all of Rice's men and beating a small group of zombies to a pulp, I finally made it to the climax of the journey, the thing that's been on my mind since the first second of my landing in Haran, Tahir. At this point, I thought I was screwed. All of my weapons were taken away and all I had left was a machete. I was so close to the end of the challenge. Was I really gonna fail here? But there was something there. For some reason, I shit you guys not, in my inventory there was a single pipe. I didn't set this up and I didn't mess with this in any way, but I was gifted a single pipe. Is this normal in a playthrough? To have one weapon given to you during this fight? Tell me in the comments below if you know anything about this please, because at this point, I'm just assuming God was on my side. Tahir had a life bar. My pipe had a life bar. I had to do my best to try and destroy Tahir before my pipe's durability ran out and I was screwed. This was the ultimate challenge. One pipe, one Tahir, and one dream. So I started beating the absolute shit out of Tahir's stupid face, and it was clear to me he had a jaw of steel. I was doing alright, had 2 metal parts to work with, and right when I thought I was gonna get through this alive, Tahir sent out 4 boys to get me. Luckily, I accidentally hit a fire extinguisher with my pipe, blowing up 2 of the cheaters. But from here on out, I'd be forced to try to defeat Tahir with 2 guys on my back because I couldn't waste precious pipe hits on them. And guess why this is 10 times harder than I thought? If I die, Tahir gets a good portion of his health back, but my pipe durability stays the same. So goal numero uno is stay alive at all times because if I die once, I'm screwed. After giving Tahir plenty more brain damage, I came to my last pipe repair and Tahir was close to dying, but it was anyone's game at this point. I didn't give up and kept going and going and going until my pipe broke on literally the second last hit of Tahir. No! I thought it was over at this point, but still continued on, and to my surprise, the broken pipe damaged and killed Tahir. What? My life is a lie. I thought that if you broke a weapon, it wouldn't do any damage. Well, that kinda sucks. But it does give me an idea for a future challenge, wink wink. So Tahir was defeated, and all I had to do now was confront Rice to get the Fortnite gamer hacks once and for all. He dared me to climb his tower to have the final showdown, and so that's what I did, weaving and dodging my way around zombies and running from the demons in the sewers. Just before making my way to the very top, I found Karim dying on the ground. No, this can't be. We were gonna escape together, Karim? Come on, man, get up, we have to go. But before I could even finish what I was saying, Karim was dead. Rice! I frigging booked it to the top of the tower and found Rice chilling with my only ticket out of here. You shouldn't have brought one hand to a 2-handed fight, you piece of shit. But he played dirty and chucked a dagger into my arm. After a long heated battle, I stabbed Rice in the stomach with his own machete and went for the gamer hacks. But Rice was a resourceful boy and pushed me over the edge. Luckily, I hit him with that Uno reverse, and a second later, he was the one falling to his death. My journey was coming to an end, and I rested at the top of the tallest building in Haran, watching a beautiful sunset sweep over the land. The boys in blue offered to pick me up and take me away from this horrible place, but what was the point? Was it even worth leaving here if I didn't have Karim with me? No, it wasn't. So I told the helicopter pilot to suck my balls and to yeet his way out of Haran. Karim needed to be buried and taken care of, and that was just what I was gonna do. The juxtaposition of Karim and lotion is truly inspired. Rest in peace, Karim. So, can you beat Dying Light with only pipes? Yeah, you can, and that's what I did. Starting this challenge, I thought broken weapons didn't do damage, so that's why I thought this challenge would be really tricky, especially because I didn't know if the arena and Tahir's fight even had pipes to use. But I got lucky with every obstacle in this challenge. Challenge completed. Also, the machete with Rice and Tahir didn't count, they're cutscenes. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel because I make gaming challenge videos every single week, at least when my appendix isn't bursting. Make sure you friggin' click that like button or else you pretty well aren't subscribed to me. I mean it, make sure you click that bell. Thanks for watching, check out the many other gaming challenges on my channel, and I'll see you thick boys in my next video. I have some mourning to do.